Moving on from question 3 of logical reasoning drill set number 9 of lawhub.lsac.org, we're going to see number 4, and we've got another assumption task. So we're being asked the editorial's conclusion follows logically if which one of the following is assumed. So again, I see the word assumed. I may just highlight that immediately. I don't really have to spend much time on the task. We know immediately what we're being asked to do. So the editorial reads, large corporations will not adopt environmentally friendly business practices anytime in the near future. This is because to be profitable, a business practice must be technologically viable, and a large corporation will adopt a business practice only if that practice is profitable. This is a relatively straightforward in real life argument. So we really want to have a mental prediction. And I'm certainly going to highlight what is hopefully the clear conclusion, the recommendation that, or the prediction that large corporations will not adopt environmentally friendly business practices anytime in the near future. And we probably should be able to identify the term shift. And if you see clear term shifts, you might use your other colors to focus your attention on them. So we know that the business practice must be technologically viable, and that practice must be profitable. So there should be kind of a logical prediction jumping out in your mind, which is, I guess, environmentally friendly business practices are not technologically viable or therefore not profitable. So we're looking for an answer choice that basically identifies this gap in the logic that the environmentally friendly business practices must not be profitable or technologically viable. So then choice A, no business practices that used to be technologically viable were environmentally friendly. Used to be technologically viable. I'm going to go back to my pink just for kind of continuity in the highlighting, but used to be technologically viable. Like, what does the past have to do with the future? Remember that this is one of the common wrong answer choices and really an argumentative flaw, and you may hear it on like Sunday morning television news shows. Past performance is not indicative of future results. So what used to be doesn't necessarily dictate what's going to come in the future, so we can eliminate A for that common logical flaw. Then choice B, large corporations are more interested in profits than in protecting the environment. Well, this phrasing of protecting the environment actually doesn't match environmentally friendly. So choice B introduces an entirely new concept. If we pay close attention to the terms, we should be able to eliminate that almost immediately. Then choice C, the only environmentally friendly business practices are those that will not be technologically viable anytime in the near future. Well, that seems like it's pretty much on point with what we expected. So if you can recognize it, you can go ahead and select C at this time. You may go really briskly through D and E if you're trying to hit that 160, 165, 170 plus, 20 plus correct questions in a logical reasoning section. But for the purposes of this video, we will go through the next two answer choices, of course, to find reasons to eliminate. Thank you for watching this LSAT explanation video of an official practice problem over at lawhub.lsac.org. If you're enjoying the explanation, please consider becoming a MyGuru member to get early and exclusive access to additional explanation problems to help you on your LSAT journey. You can also like the video and subscribe to become notified when additional practice explanation videos are produced by MyGuru. But for now, let's get back to this explanation. Choice D, in the distant future. Wonderful. Could not be easier to eliminate because we're talking about the near future. So distant future immediately kind of eliminates choice D. And then choice E, a business practice is environmentally friendly only if it is technologically viable or will be so sometime in the near future. So if I like C, I'm not going to get into the weeds with choice E. I'm going to say C is the right answer because E is just not matching my prediction. But you can always use the negation test to prove it out. So let's see what happens. So we're going to highlight this in pink and we'll pretend that there's a not in choice E between friendly and only. So a business practice is environmentally friendly not only if it is technologically viable or will be so sometime in the near future. Okay, so there are non-technologically viable environmentally friendly practices, but some might also be technologically viable, and they might also be profitable. So E really has no impact on the argument whatsoever. But if we were to negate choice C, the only environmentally friendly business practices are those that will be technologically viable basically anytime, sometime in the near future. Well, now I don't believe the argument at all, because now the environmentally friendly business practices are technologically viable and therefore profitable, and the whole argument falls apart. So again, you could see how using a prediction up front for an in real life assumption task can help expedite your approach. But if you're struggling between C and E, you could certainly use the negation test to prove out the correct answer for any assumption task, such as number 4 here from drill set number 9.